We welcome you to the John A. Bagoli Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Gardiner Area High School as Munson Media Sports brings you high school basketball tonight. A big Class A North matchup between a pair of teams 1-0 on the season, and these are teams that are looking forward already, even though it's early in the season, to playoff berths. Both teams should be contenders in Class A North, and we've got an early season test here from the John A. Bagoli Memorial Gymnasium. Hello, I'm Rob Munson. Gary Verhill joins me again as color analyst. Dick Layton along on stats. Owen Munson is doing our camera work, and Chris Wheeler is sending our production to all the ships at sea. Well, Gary, back for another year, you, Dick, and I, and certainly glad to be here in more normal circumstances, Gary, where we take a look at these two teams. You know, we've got something special here early in the season for our basketball fans.
Yeah, Rob, we're looking at the Lawrence Bulldogs coming in here under Coach Greg Chesley. They're 1-0 with a big win over Erskine Academy on Saturday. And Lawrence is led by their big scorer, Hope Bouchard. They also have a number of guards out there that can shoot from anywhere on the court, and that is going to be a tough thing for the Tigers to handle. Lawrence with a lot of speed, probably going to put some pressure on the Tigers here full court, and it looks like we don't know what they'll do with Lizzie Gruber. I got an idea they're going to try to probably double team her back and front, but we'll wait and see what happens. As you said, Rob, these two teams have got another game scheduled in Lawrence next to the last game of the season. Big point game that's going to be. And we know they're probably going to meet in the Northern A tournament at the Augusta Civic Center at the end of the year.
Our friends at Maine Basketball Rankings have this as the game of the night, and we certainly think that is the case. They've got their 3-point spread, I think they figure it's going to be. Gardiner by 3, probably a home court advantage there. Maine Basketball Rankings is a place for you to get all your basketball tidbits. A lot of information out there on that site. We subscribe, happy to do it, and hope we can share that information with you as the season goes on. Little slow to get going, as you would expect, Gary, with that type of information. Got to get some games into the system before things get going.
Right.
Well, the Gardiner Tigers, you mentioned the Gardiner Tigers, Gary, of course, they come in as one of the favorites along with this Lawrence Bulldog team, and certainly we think that they will be a contender as well. Taking a look, Owen giving you the pictures. Want to let you know that Gardiner All Sports Boosters bringing you this Munson Media pregame show as well as halftime.
Yeah, the Tiger ladies come in here with a 1-0 record. They had a nice win over the Coney Rams on Saturday, 70-45, and that was a game that senior Lizzie Gruber and Taylor Takatsu really took over on the boards. I think the Gardiner Tigers come up with 50 rebounds during that game, and Lizzie led the way along with Taylor. Lizzie isn't alone with this talented Gardiner team. I mean, you need to watch all their guards, sharpshooters outside. You've got Savannah Brown and Megan Gallagher and Kylie Nichols and Captain McKenna Johnson. You'll all hear their names called by Rob tonight. Any one of them can score from any place on the outside. The trick tonight is the team that can play the best defense overall and stay out of foul trouble. Foul trouble is going to be the key solution to winning tonight, is stay out of foul trouble. Lizzie's got to stay out of foul trouble, and same way with Hope Bouchard in there. I think Gardiner looks a little bit bigger. You've got two Gardiner girls, Lizzie at 6'4", and Taylor at 5'9" or 5'10". I don't think Lawrence can match that height, but they do have the speed and sharpshooters from the outside.
Yeah, well, they've got Bree Poole, and she's 5'11", so she's got good height as well to battle in underneath. And the other thing to look at with these two teams, Gary, is they are very familiar with each other. A couple of years ago, when the kids were underclassmen, they're now seniors this year, they played for that COVID Cup. You remember a game here that Lawrence got ahead. Hope Bouchard had a great game in that one, but Gardiner came back and won that one at the end. Then last year. They split the games with Gardiner winning winning early on here. I think they split, and then up at the tournament, Lawrence won the game at the tournament. So these teams, probably no secrets here. They've played against each other a lot, and certainly they are well versed in each other's program and what they do and how they like to attack. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We have plenty of more time for some pregame thoughts when we come back after this.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you. Pride, tradition, and excellence are long-standing hallmarks of Gardiner Tigers athletics. Burke's Roofing and Masonry is likewise proud of our tradition of excellence. Our team of professional roofing contractors has more than 40 years of combined experience, as well as the training and knowledge to get the job done right the first time. We are proud to be a second-generation family-owned and operated business. Call us today for all your roofing and masonry needs. Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we are committed to providing outstanding products at a fair price. We offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available. And we offer discounts on large quantities as needed. We also offer plowing and sanding services during those tough Maine winters.
Corliss Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2019, producing Kennebec County's highest quality gravel at a fair price.
Well, we've lost a very valued member here of the community and our good friend Bob Maville. Gary, I know you grew up with Bob, and you know I had the good pleasure of working with Bob as he was president of the All Sports Boosters Club, our sponsor for this pregame activity, and Bob's one of the great people in our community, and as far as getting things done, nobody could get things done like Bob Maville. You see some of his contributions here. He was the chair of the Lighten Up Project. I can remember after the 1989 football season, Bob said, "Coach, you'll have lights next year." And I remarked to my wife Beth at home, I said, Bob says we're going to have lights, and that'd be terrific. I hope he can pull it off. Well, I never should have doubted Bob Maville, because 1990 season we had lights at Oak Field, and there was quite a bit of controversy over that project. He was also president of the All Sports Boosters 1990 to 1994. You see him receiving the Whatever It Takes Award in 2008 from Coach John Burgess, outstanding community member. Your thoughts, Gary, on Bob?
Well, Rob, I go back quite a ways with Bob, and done a lot of different events with him. And he came to me when I owned the hardware store in 1989 and ran his thought to me about it. And I was quick to donate to the lights, and along with many other businesses in town, but it was a snap, get it done type of thing.
Yeah, amazing.
And Bob always got things done in this community. I've known him over 60 years, had a lot of wonderful times. I worked on a lot of events with him at the Gardiner Elks Lodge, and Bob was just a pillar of this community, liked by everybody. And it's such a tragic way to, he had battled with cancer for 3 years, and it never got him down. And those are the people in the community that know him and grew up with him are certainly saddened by his loss, as is Gardiner High School.
Well, we send our condolences to Bob's family, and certainly he's going to be missed as a valuable member of our community. We also want to send our condolences out to the Fawcett family. They're going to do a little bit of a mention of that fine young man and what a tragedy that was over last weekend. And, you know, it's just one of those things that is unexplainable, and there's no words for it. They're going to have a candlelight vigil at 5 o'clock on Sunday out at Hope Field for anybody that would like to come pay their respects to Chase Fawcett right here at Hope Field. So that's on Sunday at 5. So we're going to maybe try to stream that depending what happens with this incoming storm and if we can get down there and all that. So I want to thank Nathan Mitchell, who sent me some pictures of Bob, and I was able to make that nice little remembrance. So I'm glad we're able to do that. I want to welcome Dick Layton aboard again this year. Dick here. Speaking of the Burgess Award, Dick won the award this year, and probably you saw that. We gave it out for 2 years this year. Rolly Raymond and Dick won the award this year, so congratulations to Dick on that, and glad to have him back for another year of doing stats and high above courtside up here. 3-person crew in here. Let's get back to the game at hand, Gary. As we said, looking forward to an outstanding game between two opponents that really know each other well. Both teams got off to a little slow start in the first games of their season. As you said, Tigers controlled the boards, 50 rebounds in that game Saturday, and the Lawrence Bulldogs had a little slower start, but they pulled away from Erskine to win going away in their game. So a pair of undefeated teams, 1-0 teams, playing here in the second game of the season. You know what? One of those strange things, Gary, that I sometimes say, and you've heard me say it before, and I remember the first time I said it, you looked at me like I was crazy. One of these teams is winning and one of them is losing, all right? That's not the profundity of the statement. The profundity is that as a coaching staff, you have to prepare your kids to lose this game. So what does that mean? Well, winning takes care of itself. One of these really good teams is going to have a loss the second game of the season. And so what do you got to do? Well, you've got to be able to prepare your team in the eventuality that happens. So what are you going to say to your team afterwards? Well, you're going to say things like, hey, listen, it's a long season. We want to be playing our best ball come tournament time. This is a learning opportunity and whatnot. Conversely, if you win, you're probably going to say, well, that was good. It's still early in the season.
That's right.
You know, we got to get on with it. So, you know, I as a former coach, I remember having times like that I had to do it. One of them was 1997. We played Bangor early in the season. They beat us by 3 touchdowns. That's exactly what I told the kids. We want to be playing them again when it means something. We did. We went up there, beat them in the Snow Bowl. So
yeah.
I've had that experience. We're looking to go downstairs to public address announcer Josh Jenkins, but I believe first we're going to have Nate Stubbart with some words.
Good evening, everybody. That's very loud. This past weekend, the Gardiner Tiger family lost one of their own in a tragic car accident. Chase Fawcett was a 2020 graduate of Gardiner Area High School and an outstanding student athlete. Chase will always be remembered as a kind, caring individual who loved his family and friends. Please join me in a moment of silence as we remember Chase Fawcett. Thank you. All right. Nice time. I'm going to have to go turn that.
The man with the jacket coming on here.
Liberace there.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gardiner Area High School for tonight's girls basketball KVAC matchup between the visiting Bulldogs from Lawrence High School and your home team, Gardiner Tigers.
Let's get a look at this outfit here.
I ask that everyone please display good sportsmanship at all times while in attendance at tonight's game. Anyone who is heckling officials or outwardly complaining about officials' calls, yelling at opposing players, fans, spectators, or otherwise displaying poor sportsmanship may be asked to leave immediately. Please let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. Before introducing the players, I would like to take a moment to recognize our officials. Across the state of Maine, there is a shortage of officials in every sport. We are grateful for the officials that we have this evening. Without them, there would be no event for our kids today. And if you are interested in becoming an official, please contact your school's athletic director for more information. Thank you. And now, the starters for the visiting Lawrence Bulldogs. Number 2, Allie Higgins. Number 20, Elizabeth Crommett. Number 22, Nadia Morrison. Number 32, Hope Bashar. And number 34, Brianna Poole. Lawrence is coached by Greg Chesley and assisted by Joe Higgins. And now, the starters for your Gardiner Tigers. Number 14, Taylor Takatsu. Number 21, Savannah Brown. Number 22, McKenna Johnson. Number 23, Megan Gallagher. And number 44, Lizzie Gruber. Gardiner is coached by Mike Gray and assisted by Brittany Giro and Kristen Bragg. The officials for today's game are Mr. David Parkhurst, Mr. Richard McGovern, and Mr. Justin Hopkins. At this time, would you all please stand and remove your hats?
So we'll take a break. We'll come back. Tip-off coming up next from Gardiner after this.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
Good to see Liberace here tonight, Gary.
Yeah.
Out there.
Jackets.
Liberace Jenkins. That was cool.
Need to bring my sunglasses.
That was
here
awesome.
Next game there. But hey, we got quite a crowd here tonight, Rob.
Yeah, good.
I was gonna
good
say
community crowd.
One of the biggest we've had for a long time in a couple years. You look over, the only empty seats are right across the way behind the Gardiner bench.
So we'll get set to go here. Want to remind you, our clock not official tonight, as we have to manually do it. We're not keyed into that like we are at some of the places. Older scoreboard here at Gardiner can't tap into it. Tigers control the tip. Johnson with it. Right side, Takatsu gonna hold. Lawrence manned up. Comes into Gruber down on the baseline. Skips it across. Deflected, but Takatsu on the cut. She powers in, goes up. Deflected away. Underneath. Get it to Gruber. Gruber went up. Little deep inside. Couldn't get it home.
Bree Poulin has got the duty right now of Lizzie Gruber underneath.
Poulin here with it outside. Higgins to Poole. Held outside.
Tigers in a man-to-man to start this game off. And This is going to be critical that they don't get into any foul trouble here early.
Bouchard now trying to go. Both teams single possession so far. Poulin on to Katsu. Tough take. And out of bounds, it'll be Gardiner ball as it went off Morrison. Some pressure now coming up here by the Bulldogs. And the advantage that the Tigers have is they can bring Gruber up to handle the ball chores. She's playing out front as the guard. Wants to swoop home. End of the paint, lost the ball, got it back. Still loose, she's in the paint, she's got to get out.
Good hustle by Lizzie Gruber.
Both teams a little careless with the ball here. Higgins with it. Higgins goes into Gruber. They let it go and out of bounds. So little physical play underneath, but they let it go, and they've let things go so far.
And they're going to have to in this game, or we're going to be at the foul line all night.
Out of bounds play. They want to get Bouchard inside. Gruber comes over. Disrupts the shot. Higgins now from outside, off the rim, no. Rebounds loose. Came back out to Higgins. Hope Bouchard here, right side now, Poulin. Poulin lobs it inside. Gruber comes over on the help, ties it up. I'm sorry, that was Takatsu over on the good help defense, and we're still waiting for our first points. Gallagher to Gruber. She's outside, wants to go baseline, kicks it back outside for a three. Won't go. Rebound Gruber. Powers up. Deflected away, and here we go. So both teams are digging in on the D. Bouchard goes in the paint. Now she'll put up a left-handed runner home.
Whoa. That looked good.
Good athletic play by Hope Bouchard. Takatsu wants to go. She goes all the way in. Gruber's got the rebound. She's muscled underneath, and finally they'll call a foul.
Getting a little physical underneath that basket there. You wondered when they were going to blow the whistle.
So Lizzie Gruber to the foul line. You'll sometimes see us running the scoreboard in timeouts and things like that. Chris is looking to make sure he syncs the scoreboard up. Don't get nervous. First one's good.
First of many.
Heard from Lizzie's mom that Lizzie's head coach was going to be here tonight. From St. Joe's, down in Philadelphia, flying up for the game. 2-2. Bouchard with it. Hope a terrific multi-sport athletes. That's deflected. Morrison there for the putback for two.
That was a good follow-up by Morrison for the Bulldogs.
Little hand check outside by Higgins gets called on it.
Allie Higgins here going to get the call on that.
Gallagher to inbound. As we said, both these teams very familiar with each other. I'm going to wait for Mr. Parkhurst to come over, which he does, and now we'll set the play. Takatsu out high. Savvy Brown inside. Gruber wants to go. She swoops in. Good defense. Ooh. I think it just looked funny. Bouchard over to Higgins. Higgins through traffic, gets fouled. No gimmies tonight, Gary. Everything going to be contested.
Both teams going at the basket real hard here in the beginning.
Higgins will get a second one. (5-2) Takatsu. Brown's going to hold. In the corner, they get the entry that time to spread the floor a little better, Gary. I think spacing that time for the Tigers open things up.
From up here, you could see that coming, that Lizzie was going to beat her man there. She got the height on her.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it right here, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, see, she's got the, and if they do that, they can do that all night long, because I'm very surprised that the backside, I don't know what number it was, didn't come over, take that lower side on Lizzie Gruber.
Comes Higgins with it. She's going to pull up back outside to Bouchard. Congratulations to Hope. She was field hockey, Miss Maine field hockey player this year. What a terrific play. We had that game. She's a great field hockey player. Goes inside, tipped away from behind, right in the hands of Gruber.
Yeah, the officials are letting them play here, which I like, because these are two physical up and down teams here that are going to go at it inside and out. And you've seen some great play underneath the basket already. Here's some more coming right now.
Kicked outside into the corner. They'll get it to Gruber. She's going to spin, be triple team. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, there was at least 3 on her, if not 4.
Never put the ball down. Went right up with it, which is one of the hallmarks of Lizzie's game. 1-point lead for the Tigers. This game coming off as expected. Morrison with it. She's going to hold. Cutter goes through. Back outside to Bouchard. She's got the quick McKenna Johnson on her. Good help defense by Takatsu. Ahead of the pack. Brown up and dropped home. Savvy Brown with the sneak away. Tigers hit the fast break basket. Almost stolen away. Higgins is going to travel with it. Some good defense by the Tigers.
Yeah, and that's the icon of these. The icon of these Tigers is they can get the ball up the floor really fast. Once Lizzie hauls it off that board, they've got 3 quick guards who will get up here. So you're going to watch them run.
Gruber. Takatsu. Taylor goes. She's got a lane. Put it up and then Taylor Takatsu with their one-handed scoop shot for 2. Tigers have doubled up. 3-point shot, and good. Dumont just in the game. They snuck her into the corner. She knocked it down. Lizzie making sure she's in bounds. She's got her dribble. Held outside. Kylie Nichols in the game. The floater won't go, but the foul called, and that's going to be the second one on Higgins, Gary.
Yeah, Allie Higgins is a 5'7" senior on this team, and one of the big scorers for this team. She's headed to the University of Maine and Augusta, as we all saw her signing there from Coach Cowan.
Yeah, we're going to have assistant coach Pete Dixon, former Gardiner Tiger himself, assistant coach, as I said, for UMA. He'll come on at halftime, talk about that. Yeah, so Higgins is going to sit. We've got some subs in the game as well. Emily Brown in the game for the Tigers. Kylie Nichols, as we said, also in the game. So 10-8.
Neither team is trying to press the other full court at all, which tells you how well these teams are stacked with guard and ball handlers.
So it went off to Tigers. Lily Gray in the game, number 21, her first appearance for the Bulldogs.
She's a sophomore and 6 feet tall.
So it gives them a little height underneath.
Nice play by the Bulldogs. A rebound by Lizzie Gruber. Kick out, and they're up the floor.
Nichols. They let Takatsu loose. She puts it up, won't go. She bangs for the rebound. To the Bulldogs, Bouchard. Hope Bouchard. McKenna Johnson on her. She'll go, put it up. Gruber rebound. And Lawrence hustling back on the D because they know that the Tigers would like to run underneath. Bouchard too quick there. Makes a steal. Shows her athleticism. Here she comes on the break. Dishes it ahead. Trying to get it to Provost, the freshman. She fights for it. It's loose. Tigers. They got Nichols ahead. Nichols went up looking for the foul call. They're letting everybody play. And Nichols hustles back and bumps in. And fast-moving first quarter. 46 seconds left here in this. Remember, we're not quite official, so Chris will catch up when he can. It's only second team foul on the Tigers. Only 3 on the Bulldogs, but 2 of them went to Allie Higgins. Bouchard's got a lane. She floats it up and off and showed her quickness. McKenna Johnson outside. Brown's going to pop one outside. Drops it home. Ring around the rosy for Emily. Bouchard. Stolen away. Emily Brown.
You know, I'm
hit the 3, got the steal.
I'm kind of surprised that Lawrence isn't taking the shooting from the outside. It looks like they're trying to get the ball inside, and it's just not working.
Provost's going to get it to Bouchard, kicks it back outside. And that will do it for the first quarter. So, we'll take a look at Emily Brown's 3 as we head out here. She got the shooter's roll here. Emily launcher up around the rim and down and in. We'll take the break. We'll come back. Good one here. Come back with us after this.
We are bringing back fastest halftime hot shot channel.
Caitlin Bork, Riley McIntyre, Alyssa Bork, Riley Geyer, and Caleb Manuel. What do all these athletes have in common? They're all from Maine, and they're building their athlete brand with Pliable. If you're an athlete or a business that wants to learn more about name, image, and likeness opportunities and the next generation of marketing.
Back here with our first quarter. Went fast, Gary.
Yeah, it did.
Of course, I've been doing college games and a little bit
that was
longer, but it was a fast. I mean, whistles, only 5 fouls. You said officials have set the tone here tonight and say, play on.
Well, you got 2 good teams, fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference. They know when to foul and who to foul.
Got any stats for us, Dick?
Gruber's got 6 of the points and 5 rebounds.
Thank you, Dick. Bouchard. Hope's been very unselfish, and I think maybe that was the message. Tipped away out of bounds.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rob. I think you're going to start seeing some shooting out of past that 3-point line for the Bulldogs.
Well, they've taken one. They hit one.
She's not going to miss from that range. Not that.
Hope Bouchard. I think we're going to see more Hope's offense maybe in this this one. 2 youngsters out here getting after each other. Provost, a freshman. And here's Bouchard. Head of the pack, lays it up, lips it out. Provost on the follow. Won't go. Tigers rip the board.
Well, you won't see that very often.
Savvy Brown. Over to Gruber, who's way out high. To Carver now. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Brown wants to go. She's got an open shot. Puts it up. Won't go. It's going to air up, but the Tigers might get a save. They do. And the ball is still loose underneath, and foul called in that rebounding action. Be against the Tigers. We'll have to see when they put it up. A couple of Tigers there.
Was it against the Tigers? Yeah, sure. Was
against Carver. Megan Carver. 13 foul, her first. Ella Minahan in the game. Well, this is how we thought this would go, back and forth, and that's how it's been. Hope Bouchard with it here. Provost almost stolen away by Brown. Tigers jump in on the D. On the take here is Gray. She got in the corner for a 3. Going to go long. Ball's loose. Opportunity here for Dumont. Out of bounds. Knocked away. Get out. Looped inside, and it's going to come way out. Minahan will get it. Bouchard with the
give
quick
her that.
Tipped away out of bounds. Stays Lawrence ball off Takatsu. Takatsu and Gruber all the way so far for the Tigers.
Nobody in foul trouble.
No.
So.
The officials really have let the kids play, and I think Gary makes a good point. 2 skilled teams. Let them play. Bouchard back outside. Dumont. Higgins back in. Now Higgins picked up the quick 2. Allie Spence trying to find somebody back outside. Long 3. Minahan won't go to roll off. Tigers look to run. Euro step through.
Oh, what a nice move
By Savvy Brown, but it didn't get down.
Didn't make it. It was a beautiful move, though.
Tigers ball. Oh, foul. I'm sorry.
Got foul on the play.
On the put back up. It's on Lily Gray, her first. In this shooting action, so we'll shoot 2. So we got some spammers out. I can't get rid of them. I got too much going on here, so just stay right with us. Didn't go, but Takatsu hustled for the rebound. Higgins did a good job to get it. Dumont all the way across. It comes here to Minahan. Allie Higgins steps through, puts it up, floats it up, won't go. Gruber the rebound. Both teams going into the benches as well, which is a mark of a deep program. Gallagher back outside. I don't think Megan's taken a shot yet.
No, she hasn't.
Well, you know why. I'm going to tell you in a minute, Gary. They are face guarding Megan Gallagher. Watch number 23, Elizabeth Dumont. When the Tigers come down, she's playing full denial on Gallagher. Keep the ball away. You remember, was it a couple of years ago? Maybe in the game, the regular season game last year when Megan went on.
Yeah, last.
Oh, we're going to give the ball back to the Tigers here. Coach Chesley's going, hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Dave Parkhurst, veteran official. Tigers will swing side out. Looped inside. Gruber's got it. She's way underneath. She's being harassed. Timeout. They'll launch it. Won't go. And Lawrence doing a good job on checking out. Brown's going to pick up the foul. Everything's contested here tonight. As it should be. Hope Bouchard, 5'5", senior guard. Morrison holds. Gruber's on her. But Lizzie playing more as a basket defender in this set here. Higgins. Tigers matched up. On the roll. Comes over. Gruber. The block. To get. And here come the Tigers. Takatsu with it. Wants to go. Goes in. Lays it up. Gets. Oh, they're going to call her on a travel. So both teams have been struggling here. Second quarter, not many points at all.
That's right. Neither team could get anything going offensively.
Higgins wants to take it, and she does. And Gruber rejects it. Low scoring affair. First quarter wasn't bad, Gary, but
no.
Second quarter, the teams have dug in even deeper. Bouchard on the quick release, puts it up, won't go. Gruber will chase down the rebound.
Both teams struggling a little bit from the shooting.
Tipped over here. Gruber wants to spin in the paint. She's getting harassed every dribble.
Yeah, they're collapsing, 2 of them underneath there. If she gets to that middle.
See the face guard on Gallagher. She can't shake it. Should open up some other people. And Brown on the take. She goes up. And blue ball. So Tigers, Kylie Nichols had come in the game, another three-point shooter, so that's maybe how they'll try to open up this defense. Higgins comes in, Gruber goes in behind and blocks it. Tigers look to run, thrown away. Both teams a little bit anxious here tonight, I think. .341 left.
A very low scoring affair here so far.
Bouchard spins. She's got one home. 1 point lead for the Tigers. Gallagher with the step back. She got that one. So that's one way to loosen her up. Give her the ball. Let her create herself.
Take a few of those.
Good adjustment. She couldn't get the passes, so they gave her the ball. Elizabeth Cromit comes back. The senior knocks one home. So now maybe the lid's off the baskets. Gruber. She'll get a pick. Inside. Nice feed inside to Gruber. Oh. Rolls in and out. Lizzie got it back somehow. Went up. Tie ball. Possession arrow. I don't think they have a possession arrow working across the way. I can't see anything.
Yeah, it is. It's going this way.
Might be a color I can't see. Tigers are inbound. They do. Johnson goes.
No place to go there. Baseline.
Nichols comes back out. She launches one up. Higgins a rebound.
3 blue underneath that board. They need to.
Gruber now. Pulls it out. Thinks about the three. Takes it long. Won't go. Bouchard getting harassed. Takatsu, but she spins away from the pressure. Hope Bouchard looking to create. Here she comes. Stops. Pops. Got it.
You could almost see that when her left her fingers were up from here. That was headed for the hoop.
Tied at 16. 2:11 left. Off to Nichols. Nichols got basically a free throw. Goes up, won't go. Gruber contested. Kicks it back out. Nichols got another look. In and out, won't go. Higgins with it. Higgins going to slow it up. Half-court offense here. Bouchard on the take. Bouchard comes and kicks. They'll get it to Higgins out front. She goes right side to Poulin. Higgins. Now Bouchard thought about it. Johnson on her. Lawrence looking to run some patented half-court offense, spread the floor out, see if they can shake somebody loose. Bouchard's going to step back, pop, rolls it up, won't go. The rebound right there for Nadia Morrison for two. So timeout on the floor. We'll take the timeout. We'll be back. Finish the first half after these messages.
At our firm, we have the client and only the client in mind. Our mission is to get to know and understand your needs, wants, and long-term goals. We want to help you develop, implement, and monitor a strategy that's designed to address your individual situation. We understand the challenges families face today. From managing debt to saving for college to retirement, these personal finance challenges can be overwhelming. Our commitment is to utilize all of our resources to help you pursue your goals. We believe in thinking out of the box, and we are not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom in our approach to financial services and preserving wealth. All of our energy, commitment, and efforts are focused on you, the client, and your satisfaction.
Strategic Real Estate Services, serving all buyers and sellers. 2 locations, 335 Water Street, Gardiner, and 83 Kennedy Memorial Drive, Waterville. From residential to commercial, solutions and strategies that equal results for you. Visit strategicreservices.com or call 485-1105.
And we're back, you see it. Bulldogs with a 2-point lead here, 109 left here, first half action, low scoring affair. Rob Munson, Gary Verhill, Dick will join us at half. The Gardiner All Sports Boosters halftime report coming up. Johnson, left side now. Gallagher. They've been tight on her all game, trying to get loose. Now they let her loose. Mistake.
Yeah, she'll do that all night if you let her.
They'd been so careful to stay with her, and 2-point basket there. Tied up at 18. Back outside now, Poulin. Got Takatsu on her. Takatsu and Gruber going all the way here for the Tigers. On the take is Crommett. She got fouled, and what's the foul situation? 5th foul. So we're still in non-shooting situations. So as physical as it's been, officials doing a really good job here on this one.
It's going to be on Savvy Brown.
Second personal foul here. So we get a quick timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll take the timeout. We'll come back. 33 seconds left when we come back after this.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
CBU Benefits, one of our great sponsors. You'll see our next game will be 12-16. That's versus Lincoln Academy. That's a boys' game Friday night. Of course, incoming weather. We'll have to see what happens there. Bouchard to inbound. Kicked in. Bouchard on a pattern play, gets it back, runs a floater up and home.
You can't give her those shots.
Well, if you're Lawrence, you want her to take those shots. Give credit where it's due. Hope Bouchard, very athletic. Comes Gruber in underneath, and kind of a miscommunication, and came out to Gallagher by mistake. She puts it up. Gruber's got the rebound, trying to muscle up. She does, puts it up, won't go. She got fouled. And they'll say it's a shooting foul. Want to wish the CBU Benefits head honcho Ray Valley. Happy birthday yesterday, Ray. Ray's 62.
Is he 62 years old?
Maybe, yeah, 62, yeah. Gruber rolls the first one home, ties it up. Maybe not, yeah. No, that's 19 for the Tigers, I'm sorry. Get blocked out by the basket. Now we're tied. 20-20. Bouchard's going to launch it long, looks good. And just off at the buzzer, that won't go. So we have played one half of basketball here from the John A. Bagoli Memorial Gymnasium. Well, we started tied. We're tied at the half. We'll come back. We'll have halftime festivities when we come back after these messages.
Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
Kaylin Bork, Riley McIntyre, Alyssa Bork, Riley Geyer, and Caleb Manuel. What do all these athletes have in common? They're all from Maine, and they're building their athlete brand with Pliable. If you're an athlete or a business that wants to learn more about name, image, and likeness opportunities and the next generation of marketing, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 707-PLIABLE.
When you choose a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not necessarily better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardiner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers, they're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently to end hunger. We volunteer in our local schools and throughout the community supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardiner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
as always.
That's the front of the net.
Little things to make you what you are.
0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
At a family's time of loss, making arrangements with those you know and trust can lessen the burden, so you may better focus on preparations and services. Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care's network of long-established, family-managed firms is here for families like yours, providing experienced and compassionate service throughout Central Maine. They are Lowry Brothers and Wheeler Funeral Homes in Fairfield and Oakland, Knowlton and Hewins and Roberts Funeral Homes, serving Augusta and Winthrop, and Staples Funeral Home for families in Gardiner, Maine. Each staff is experienced at accommodating the unique needs of the families we serve, as well as pre-arranging services for individuals. All of the Family First locations stay true to our traditions and commitment to the communities we've served for decades. Together, we join with you to celebrate lives well lived. Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care, where your family is our family.
We're joined here at halftime by Coach Pete Dixon of the UMA Moose. Coach, congratulations this year, going to work with Heath over there and doing a great job with the Lady Mustangs here. And, of course, your Gold Ball Club is doing terrific things for the youth. So you're affecting quite an age group here, Peter.
Yeah. It's been an absolute joy working with Heath this winter. Can't wait for the second half of the season to start, and girls are really starting to come into their own.
So let's take a look at tonight's game here a little bit. Kind of a muscle tussle going on out there, Pete. Good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Absolutely. I expected nothing less from the Bulldogs. They are very, very strong defensively. They really get after it, and they're doing a heck of a job making it tough for Lizzie to get easy hoops.
Yeah, nothing easy either way. And one of the things Gary remarked on very early is that the officials had a sense that these were two pretty good teams, letting them play a little bit, almost like a collegiate game in a sense with the physicality that they've allowed so far in this game.
Yeah, nice veteran crew out there. Letting them play and letting the kids decide it on the court for sure.
So you were talking about the Lawrence Bulldogs. You guys have kind of pipelined right into the Lawrence Bulldogs. I saw you signed a couple of those kids yesterday, and in fact you have 4 players. You have 4 future Moose on the floor here today.
Yes, we do.
Talk a little bit about that, Coach.
Yeah, just an absolutely great day for the UMA Moose yesterday. We signed three gals from Lawrence High, Allie Higgins, Bree Poulin, and Elizabeth Cromit, all very, very good players. They may even be a little stronger at the college level, quite honestly, where the game is a little more physical, and they let them play a little more. So I think they'll fit very, very nicely with the Moose.
Yeah, and certainly when you take a look at that YSCC league, if people haven't gotten a chance to see that league, it is really good basketball. Some really competitive teams, you folks for sure, Central Maine, Southern Maine, really good brand of ball. Of course, we cover them on Munzer Media, so we see them all. Talk a little bit about the adjustment for you as you've moved up into the collegiate level.
Yeah, it's just an absolute honor to coach with Coach Cowan and his son Ty. I've known Heath for a long time now. When I met him when he came down here to Gardiner and coached my niece Becky back in the day. And coaching at the college level is very interesting. They really, really have to play hard. There's not a lot of fouls called, so you really have to be strong with the ball.
Kind of like what we're seeing out here tonight. You've got to be strong with the ball.
Very similar to what you're seeing here tonight. And for an old guy like me, it's a lot more fun basketball than all the touch fouls that a lot of times get called night in and night out.
How are you holding up on those bus trips to Fort Kent?
Well, Coach Dixon's doing good. He took that trip off. Coach Cowan, on the other hand, has been a little under the weather. So, and we got one more before the break down in Quincy, Mass tomorrow. The girls are actually down. Some of the girls down here in the corner.
Yeah.
They're actually watching the live stream now of the team we play tomorrow and watching the CMC
that's right.
SM game.
Yeah.
So it's 1-2 in our league of playing tonight.
Lots of things going on.
It's been great.
So want to wish you continued success with the Moose, and if you want to catch a Moose call, Muncie Media will be there for home games starting after as the second semester goes. Thank you, Peter.
You're very welcome, and thank you for having me, guys.
Absolutely. So we're going to turn this over now to our Gardiner All Sports Boosters halftime report with our Dick Layton for the first half stats. Richard.
Okay, Rob, great game out there. 20-20 at halftime. Gardiner jumped off 13-8 at the end of the first quarter, but Hope Bouchard came through in the second one. She's got 10 points out there. Great ball player, and I'm glad to hear that Pete Dixon's got her on the way.
Not Hope. Hope's not going there. Did he mention Hope?
I thought he did. I'm sure I don't. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Also, Dumont is a 3. 2 baskets from Morrison. Elizabeth Cromit with a basket. I was really impressed. She's got 2 fouls with Higgins out there. She played a good sound game out there. 5 turnovers for Lawrence. Nobody in real foul trouble. Higgins does have 2 fouls. Lily Gray has a foul. Brianna Poulin has 2 fouls. The other side of the ledger, Gardiner is always led by Lizzie Gruber. I get her for 9 points. She's got about 7 rebounds, 3 block shots out there right now as well. Megan Gallagher with 5. McKenna Johnson scored. Savannah Brown with a big 3 and a basket for 2 for 5. Taylor Chikatsu with a basket for 2. Nobody in real foul trouble. Savannah Brown has 2 fouls. McKenna Johnson a foul. Kylie Nichols a foul. Megan Carver off the bench with a foul. Beautiful game out there, Rob, between 2 great ball teams out there. 20-20 to halftime.
Thank you, Richard. Halftime report brought to you by the Gardiner Tigers All Sports Boosters. The new shack is coming along. That's going to be a neat thing. Congratulations to the Boosters Club. They were chosen by Dave Dyer of the Central Maine newspapers as top concession this fall. Bouchard puts it up. It won't go. Rebounds loose on the floor. It's contested. Good hustle. And comes out to Bouchard. Higgins, they'll roll it around the outside now. Bouchard. McKenna Johnson on her. Bouchard goes, kicks, back outside the pool and travels. Just underway here, second half. Glad you could join us. We're tied at 20. Johnson with it here for the Tigers. They're still face guarding Megan Gallagher to keep the ball out of her hands. Brown goes, downshifts, floats it up, won't go, and out of bounds. Lawrence ball. Hope Bouchard to Higgins. Higgins drives. Gruber got a piece of it right to Takatsu.
Another block for her, Rob. That's 4 blocks.
Ahead.
Oh.
Bouchard back the other way. Higgins got cut off. Bouchard trying to get it loose. She does. Over to Poulin. Out of bounds. So we've been up and down a few times. Nothing to show for it. Then a low scoring till.
We thought it might be.
So we'll see if either team get their half-court offense rolling. Nice move by Savvy. Brown up and in. That's a pretty reverse there by Savvy. So the future Moose gets it done here for her current Tigers. Lizzie got a right pad saving a beauty. Yeah, so you got to figure out how your offense is going to come here in the second half, Gary. And
well, I kind of think Lizzie's going to break open here in this second half and carry the Tigers to give them a little bit of breathing room.
She had 9 out of their 20 in the first half, and Hope Bouchard, on the other hand, had 10 out of the 20. So the premier players have stepped up. That one Rear miss on the rebound for the Tigers as they've owned the boards. Gruber. Higgins got it back outside here to Poulin. Poulin's going to launch and hit. Little pressure, token, I think. They'll give the ball to Megan Gallagher here. They haven't been able to get her the ball as she's been kind of face guarded the whole game. Good defense. Popped outside by Johnson. Goes up, won't go. Rebound, Takatsu. No, won't go. Gruber, yes.
That will.
Not a bad idea, Gary, for the Tigers to start launching, put Takatsu and Gruber in underneath.
Exactly. That's what they ought to be doing right now with the 3 guards that they've got, is putting that ball around the boards, because the Tigers are controlling the boards on the offensive end.
You know, when the Tigers go inside with the basketball, they get attacked by multiple players, so that might be an adjustment. Gruber came off to defend and closed out on the play. Here comes Gallagher. Megan got an opening, wants to step back, gives it to Gruber. Lizzie dribbles it off her foot. So both teams, I think, trying to find their offense. Sometimes others will step into that void. We'll see who it is. Certainly Bouchard and Gruber, the two you think about offensively for the respective teams, and they've done their job, but others will step up. Here's Higgins trying to make something happen. Can. Both teams have dug in on D all night long. Dumont got it back out high. Crommett. Bouchard. She steps back, launches, won't go, out of bounds.
Neither team has tried to press the other at all.
No.
It's been a mostly half-court game here. Not a lot of turnovers either, which is...
Gary jinxed it. Here comes Crommett with it. Crommett goes in. Little strong. Bouchard with the rebound. Tigers fight it out, and they'll get a held ball.
Bulldog ball on that possession. No?
No Tigers.
No Tiger.
Okay. I depend on you, Gary, on the possessions because I can't see the colors over
I've gotten a lot older than last year, so my color codes may be fading.
We might have to bring 84-year-old Dick Layton in for the eye. He doesn't even wear glasses. Inside. Gruber rebounds on the line. It'll be Lawrence ball. So Capsa Pizza, one of our sponsors, also sponsoring a halftime show, halftime shoot. Good community members. Tipped away in the paint. Now wrestled out. That was a good effort inside by Crommett to keep it alive, but the travel. And the kind of the woes continue on the offensive end. For teams will get Emily Brown in and Tara Nichols in, her first appearance. Brown came in right out of the gate, hit a 3, didn't she, Gary? First half, Emily Brown.
Yeah, right. Waiting for Megan Gallagher to wind up.
On the take, floated up and home.
Nice
Pretty soft touch. McKenna with the floater. McKenna's job tonight has been really digging on the D and Hope Bouchard. Tipped away. No backcourt. Tipped away by the Tigers. Dumont with it. Pair of 23s going after it now. Crommett. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard's got Johnson on her. 3 Poulin. Elkins. Slips, tie up, loose.
Now go to the Bulldogs.
Side out. 2:52. Chris Wheeler doing our production. Owen Munzing doing our camera work here. You heard from Dick at halftime. Dick will be back post-game as well. Popped in and out, loose. Bouchard's got it.
You can't let her follow her shots like that.
We say that, of course, don't forget Gary Verhill played for Gardiner, taught at Gardiner, coached at Gardiner, so you'll get a little, every now and again, you'll get a little wee stuff out of him.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Bouchard with it here. Nice bounce pass ahead to Elkins. Elkins will go up, and Gruber came swooping in. I don't believe Gruber's got a foul on her in this game.
No. Yeah, so their two big people have got plenty of room here to play underneath, physical.
Put up.
Like that.
Gruber goes up, gets fouled, and she's good at the free throw line. So
that's a good point, Rob, what you just said there. Neither one of the Tiger big girls have gotten a foul on them, which is going to, I think that's going to be a major role here this second half. Well, we're almost done the third quarter anyway, so they can really get physical here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd have to go full out mayhem to foul out now with no fouls at this stage, right?
Right.
Well, there haven't been a lot of fouls in the game, Gary. One foul in this quarter. I mean, boy, both these teams ought to, invite these officials on their next trip and take them with them, because they're really letting them play, and it's really good. Higgins back outside. Thought about it, but Dumont didn't take the shot. Bouchard, Johnson, spin around. Won't go. Rebounds loose, out of bounds, and Tiger ball. McKenna, Johnson doing a really good job on a really tough opponent.
Yeah, here comes some full court pressure here, Rob.
Well, here's what they do. They just bring Lizzie Gruber up to handle, and they won't test her in the backcourt because she'll dribble right by her. That's a great advantage that the Tigers have here to break the pressure. It's going to be almost saved by Nichols. Can't do it. Karen Nichols, the 5'7" sophomore, gave Takatsu a break, and Takatsu would play the whole game, and I think Takatsu's going to check back in. 27-22. Dipped inside, now back outside.
She thought about it.
Bouchard. Tigers are really fighting through those screens well. Going to get a hold called inside on Brown. Emily Brown, the sophomore guard for the Tigers.
First foul, number 11, Emily Brown. First personal foul, first team foul.
Josh Jenkins across the way on the PA, doing a great job for the crowd here, announcing baskets and fouls and all that. Really professional work. He's got a great voice. He's going to be his agent. Bouchard comes, kicks.
It's because he teaches English, Rob.
Second foul on Johnson. Got caught on the little grabby. Second team foul here, second half. 1:09 left. Chris doing a good job of keeping up on the clock pretty close. Remember, not official. Higgins wants to go. She does. Goes in. Gruber got the loose ball. Takatsu now. Johnson.
I think you play for one here. You got 40 seconds left. You're in the lead.
Brown with the floater.
Sure
She'll float it up and in. Emily Brown. I think Emily's up to, 5 points here, Dick? Bouchard.
Wide
uncontested. Tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay blue. Gallagher will come back in. McKenna Johnson will get a quick drink, and they'll rush her up for these 23 plus the quarter break. Tipped away. Ball's loose. Now it's tipped again. Still loose. Bouchard seems to have a magnet. Gets those loose balls. Higgins went in. Kick back outside here to Provost. Won't go. Tipped around and loose. Bouchard's got it. Everybody's kicking and scratching and fighting, and they'll call the hell ball.
They'll go to the Tigers.
Yeah, only 4.8 seconds left. You'd rather have the ball coming out of the quarter, probably. Here will come the pressure. Gruber's got it. She's going to take a long shot off the rim at the buzzer. Almost hit that one. So we're through three quarters. Tigers have opened up a 7-point lead, 29-22. We're back for the fourth quarter after these messages.
At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware, but it all starts with a promise. We have what you need and always with a smile. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner.
Hi, my name is Shayna Everson, and I'm with the Atlantic Youth Sports, Inc. As a nonprofit athletic program, we strive to develop young people into successful athletes and leaders by focusing on three values: confidence, teamwork, and respect. Our programs include basketball, lacrosse, softball, and volleyball. Our vision is continuing to build for the community as we have grown to 10-plus teams with 3 other athletic programs and having an opportunity to build a home. And because of your support, we have...
Allie Higgins hit one off the start of the quarter. 5-point game now. Gruber holds. Back outside now, Emily Brown. Emily's had an impact here. She got banged a little bit, let it go.
No, that wasn't a good shot right there.
Here comes Higgins with it. Wants to go, she does. Kicks it back inside. Takatsu on the closeout. Rebound held down by Gruber. Pulled down by Gruber. Here comes Gallagher. Trying to shake her loose, see if she can get untracked. And not that she hasn't been on track, she's just been defended really well. And that's good follow by Gruber, and that's it. Outside shot, bang the boards.
And 34 was on her, banging her hard there on that outside there. And Lizzie just headed for the basket on that shot.
It's on the way by Gallagher.
So,
inside, tipped away out of bounds to State Tigers. They almost got Savvy Brown underneath. Brown to Katsu. Here comes Johnson back in. Gallagher, starting 5, in for the Tigers. Inside to Takatsu. Knocked away from her. They used Gruber as a decoy and tried to get Takatsu rolling down the lane. Comes out high. Gallagher goes. Nice bounce pass underneath to Takatsu. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. One of the few times.
That was a real unselfish play right there by, I believe it was Megan Gallagher. The other.
Yeah, watch Megan come here right down the paint, and then Takatsu on the late roll got fouled, and now she's at the free throw line. Hits the first one. So we were laughing between the quarters there as Owen Munsing zoned out a little bit at the final 5 seconds of the quarter. He was just wondering if his grandfather was going to give him holy hell. Nah, it happens. I've done it myself. Good thing Lizzie didn't make that long shot. Bouchard with one of the few times that she's been able to shake loose from McKenna Johnson and get in for the runner.
How many points has she got, Dick? 12 points.
They tried to get it in, but it was tipped. And foul on Gruber, her first. Dick, I don't believe anybody's in any foul trouble, Dick.
No, it's Gruber's first. Takatsu doesn't have any.
Good to have Dick along for the stats here to give us some in-game insight. Stolen away there by Johnson. Can she get it? No, Bouchard. And makes a shot. Hope Bouchard. She can bring it back in a second or two.
She can close this up real quick.
Back-to-back plays by Hope Bouchard.
Boy, they're getting physical out there. Bree pulling on.
There's a nice bounce pass inside to Katsu. The nice bounce pass to Lizzie Gruber. Here comes Bouchard back. She'll kick it back outside. To Bouchard now. Puts it up, won't go. Rebound. Johnson tipped away. Higgins in the paint, back outside. They get Bouchard with it.
That's what.
Go ahead, Gary.
That's what the Bulldogs are going to do now. Is they're going to Hope Bouchard. So the Tigers have almost got to double team her if they can.
Savvy Brown with the step through, puts it up.
No white shirts there to follow.
Well, she was on a fast break. I don't think they could catch her. I don't think they could catch up. Bouchard, she's going to launch. Gruber went up, and they'll say, Coach Gray can't believe that one. Here's that nice bounce pass, Gary.
Yeah, the Tigers do that so well. Off to Taylor or off to Lizzie.
So we got our next game will be coming up here on Friday night. It'll be our first boys game of the year. Gardiner Tigers, very young boys team this year, Gary, as Calvin Ketchens went over to do some prep school work over at Bridgeton Academy.
Right.
And a couple of guys have stepped up, freshmen this year for the Tigers.
Yeah, I saw the Tigers play Coney last week. They're small, very quick, but they all go at it 100%, and it's going to be a learning year, I think. They've got some freshmen, some young players up there on that varsity. Not a lot of size, Rob.
Right.
They're going to be have trouble underneath the basket at both ends of the floor. So, on the other hand, it's hard to judge the first game. I don't know where Coney boys set in this Class A North.
I think once the teams, you get a little play in and you get a better judge of strength of schedule and, you know, who's got what. Nice crowd in here in Tiger Town tonight.
Boy, it is.
Nice to see. They've seen two really good opponents go after each other here. Low-scoring game, defense being the predominant feature of this one. Everything has been challenged. You got no gimmies tonight, Gary.
You mentioned the good crowd, and our boys and the Lawrence boys are teeing it up in Fairfield tonight. So.
Yeah, we haven't got any reports on that game. Not sure how that one's going.
But there's got to be a pretty good crowd up there sitting in that gym. I thought it was a one-night game, girls tonight. I didn't know that the boys were going up there.
I like when they split them like the Mount Valley Conference does.
That's Halldale. Yeah, you're right. I like the way Halldale does it.
So Gruber's outside. Gruber wants to go. Kicks. Brown quickly comes. Johnson, the outside shot, won't go. And Lizzie somehow, some way got the rebound, but it came to the Bulldogs. They'll get it back over to Bouchard. Here she comes. All alone underneath and up and in. Repooling. So one of the rare fast break opportunities for the Bulldogs, and they cash it in. 5-point game. Gallagher trying to shake loose. Dips it inside, over to Gruber. She goes up strong, won't go. Rebound pulled down. And going to be a foul on Savvy Brown. Lawrence ahead in the boys game, 49-26. Probably in a similar spot of the game, probably in the fourth quarter there. Last minute of the third quarter, according to Chris Wheeler. So an opportunity here. Bouchard wants to go, she goes. The closeout won't go. Gruber the rebound. Johnson. 3.5 minutes left. Every possession important here, Gary. Anytime you cash in, going to make it tough in a low-scoring contest for the team to come back.
Yeah, there's no rush here for the Tigers. They're still up by 5 here.
That was a nice pass underneath to Johnson. Couldn't get it. Here comes Higgins. Higgins on the take, kicks it back over. Up shot, but opportunity, second chance, rolls out, still loose. Bouchard's got a 3 lined up, lets it go and hits it. Big 3 there. So that'll close it down to a single possession game, 35-33. Maybe take a look at that Hope Bouchard 3 if we get a chance. Chris working on that right now. 30-second timeout. So a little offense by accident here. Multiple opportunities, Gary. Here comes to Bouchard.
She's got it wide open right there. You see Lizzie underneath, and that's her 17th point of the game right there. And the Tigers are going to have to clamp down on that these last 3 minutes of the game, because you know the Bulldogs are going to her.
Stay with us post-game. We'll have Dick Layton, his halftime stats. I'm Rob Munzing, Gary Burhill. Owen Munzing doing the camera work for us. Chris Wheeler, the production. So Coach Chesley, they hit the 3, took the timeout. He wants to put some pressure on the Tigers. He'll give it to Gruber. Gruber back to Takatsu. Held now. Takatsu got a lane. She powers up, got blocked, and fouled, and she'll go to 2. Takatsu's been good from the free throw line, I think, so far tonight, Dick.
Yeah, she's got. She missed 1. She's got 4 from the line.
She's hit 4?
4.
4 out of 5 from the free throw line. Where points have been hard to come by, every free throw made, Gary, is big.
And there hasn't been a lot of them either.
No. So Taylor Takatsu hits them both.
They're going to turn out big here in these last 2 minutes, too.
Bouchard wants to go, kicks it. Back outside now, Cromit to Bouchard. Johnson's on her. She'll step back, launch a 3. Little shot. Will they keep it in? They can't. That's good effort. Elizabeth Cromit just couldn't keep it in, ran out of real estate there. Now Tigers are 232. The foul situation, Gary, 3 fouls on the Bulldogs, so they've got several to give. They can't foul and send the Tigers to the free throw line, so you think the Tigers might want to chew on some clock here.
Yeah, they need to take some time off this clock. Oh, wow.
Looked inside.
Yeah. That's patient. All they got to do is be patient and work that inside underneath.
So the sure shot. Little bump. Illegal screen, no.
Well,
here it is, Gary. Take a look at that nice entry.
Yeah, Taylor knows right where she is, and she's Lizzie's wide open up with that right hand. You can't tell which hand Lizzie goes with because she has a heck of a left-handed hook shot also.
Well, that's Takatsu's made several good assists inside. Up and over, that's where they've had the benefit of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Bouchard says, I'm going in.
How did she get up over?
What a player
Lizzie?
she is.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
His express that I thought they'd come up with earlier. I didn't.
39-35, it's a 4-point game. Only 3 fouls. They go to Gruber. She's all alone inside. She'll lip it out. Won't go. Takatsu kept alive. Underneath, she's gassed. Ahead to Higgins. Higgins goes and drops out. Nice up and under move. Beautifully done by Bree Poulin. 2-point game. Well, Tigers, I think you run clock, don't you, Gary? 39-37.
Yeah.
They can't send you to the line. Just hold the ball. I don't understand this.
It'll be Tiger basketball, but
I think that's what Mike Gray wants to talk about with 1:04 left. We'll stay right with it here.
Every team works on some type of delay, but we got a minute left here.
You know, I'm thinking you could, as long as you've got ball handlers out there, control the ball. I mean, I'm not a big proponent of that type of game, but if the rules are such,
right?
You know what I mean? Do it, because You know, if you are Lawrence, I think what Coach Chesley's going to talk about in there, we're going to contest everything and go ahead and reach.
Exactly.
Go ahead and reach in, because if we get the foul, that's okay.
They're going.
That's okay. Makes them inbound again. Maybe we get a steal on the inbound. I would be fouling every time until I got so I could get the ball back.
Well, they're going to be going for every possibility of a steal, no matter what. And they've got fouls to give, so the Tigers have got to come up with some type of ball handling maneuver here.
Well, they got ball handlers, that's for
but
sure.
I mean, they've got to come up with a system, something to draw this clock down.
Well, you'd have that in your offense, right, Gary? You have some type of a weave
You certainly would. You'd spread that floor down there, and you'd have something set up that all your good ball handlers, including Lizzie Gruber. I mean, they've got 5 good ball handlers out there right now. They shouldn't fear anything.
Of course, they might run an out-of-bounds loop in to Gruber to see if they can get an easy basket. We'll see what they do. They double her. They'll want to kick it out high, and they do, to Gallagher. We'll watch it unfold. Gary will tell you what they're doing.
Well, I would spread the floor a little more than this, and I would look for Lizzie breaking down that middle. But as long as that clock's ticking right now, you got to have some movement, though. You got to have some movement out there.
Here's a foul. Wow. Here's a foul.
That's a foul right there.
I really thought Lawrence might do that earlier, Gary, to force multiple inbounds.
Yeah, what was there? 31 minute left?
It was 1:02.
Yeah, so
1:02 on the clock when we started that sequence, I believe, yeah. So Takatsu to inbound, side out. 2-point game. Comes to Johnson. Johnson, there's the reach, and that's what you need to do. And they'll call it. So if you're the Tigers, Gary, on a side out here, why not run somebody all the way into the backcourt? You'd run away from somebody, and you'd take more time, wouldn't you?
As long as you make sure you catch the ball and don't have it stolen away from you.
Here's another foul. Lizzie says maybe intentional. Of course, these are all intentional fouls, but
right. Nobody.
And this game's certainly been in good hands all night. So that's 6. Next one they shoot. So now you see what the strategy is. Inside to Takatsu, she brings it back out.
That was a smart move, I think.
So the Tigers want to win this from the free throw line. And there's the foul.
About time.
So now you're putting Lizzie Gruber, who was a terrific pressure player, free throw shooter at the line. 1-1.
You know, I thought that was a real smart move on Taylor Takatsu underneath. She could have tried to go back up on the board. Instead, she decided to pull that ball out and burn a little more time off.
Not the easy way, but the effective way. Makes it a 3-point game.
Yeah, and this
make it 2 possessions.
This will be
here.
the biggest basket of the game right here, I think.
Oh, no.
Now you put a little pressure on the Dogs.
Don't foul the 3-point shooter. Bouchard.
I mean, you know where the ball's going.
They got to get a shot off. And rebound. Gallagher's got it, loops it over to Takatsu, and that's going to do it. The Tigers are going to escape with the win. Fantastic game, 41-37. The Gardiner Tigers will come away with the victory. Well, this was an earned win. Well-played game by 2 really good opponents getting after each other right here, Gary.
Yeah, it certainly was, just as we expected. These two have got to face each other next to the last game of the season, and that's going to be a biggie because it's going to decide where you set in that Northern 8 tournament at the Augusta Civic Center.
That'll be worth a lot of heel points, won't it?
It certainly will, because you're going to be looking at both these teams coming into that game with no more. I really don't think no more than 2 losses, and Bulldogs have got their 1, and it's going to be pretty hard to beat this Lawrence team. as we knew, as they have been for the last 2 or 3 years. So overall, the Tigers did a great job keeping their hands away, and they kept Lawrence off the foul line.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job as far as that goes. And they handcuffed Bouchard very well.
Yeah, well, she's still going to have her points. She's going to be high scorer for them. But
Every game she is. I don't believe she had more than 17, 18 points. 19 points, Dick says. So, real good game. It's really impressed by both teams. They're pretty well evenly matched. And like I say, they'll be meeting each other at the end of the season. And it will be, at the end of the season, the biggest game both teams are going to play.
Yeah, it'll be a good warm-up for tournament play.
Yes, it will.
That'll be just like a tournament game.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to step away, give Dick a chance to tally up for his final stats, the All Sports Boosters Club post-game show. And also we'll name our players of the game, the Capsa Pizza Award and Northeast Nutrition and Energy Award winners coming up in the post-game. But first, we'll hear from Capsa's Pizza and Northeast Nutrition. And then we're back post-game after that.
Cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
If you want to boost your energy, metabolism, and nutrition, try one of Northeast Nutrition's 85 energizing teas. Fruity, made with natural aloe, stevia, and herbal and green teas. Or have a low-carb 200 to 300 calorie shake for breakfast or lunch. Choose from over 50 flavors like Fluffernutter or Pumpkin Turtle Cheesecake. Northeast Nutrition also has customized protein iced coffees, caffeine-free options for the kiddos, and specialty drinks for athletes. Northeast Nutrition, 599 Main Avenue, Farmingdale. Follow on Facebook at Northeast Nutrition and Energy.
Rob Munson, Gary Verhill. We're joined here by Dick Layton for our post-game stats. A hard-fought victory tonight, 41-37. Almost like, Gary, you set this up a couple of hours ago when you said, boy, this is going to be a tight, hard-nosed contest, and it certainly was, and that's how it played out. Let's hear our individual final stats here from our Dick Layton. Dick?
Okay, Rob, this is probably the number 1 and number 2 teams in the North, I would say. But
yeah,
heck of a ball game out there, 41-37. Gardiner, and we'll go to Lawrence first. And this whole Bouchard is one heck of a ball player. She got 19 points out there, led that team. I like the Higgins girl. She played a good. She only had 3 points, but she played a good game out there. Comet with the basket, Morrison with 4, Dumont with 3. Brianna Pullen off the bench had 6 points. A lot of fouls late in the game when they wanted to come back. But nobody fouled out for either team.
Great officiated game, Dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think one of the keys to this game, Rob, was the 2 big girls for Gardiner. Lizzie had 1 foul. Taylor Takatsu, no fouls, and that really helped, I think. Lizzie Gruber did end up with 20 points, so a bunch of rebounds. I did down about 16. Lost count there.
Yeah, well,
Gallagher
double
with
figures,
5,
yeah.
Kenna Johnson with 2, Savannah Brown with 3. Off the bench, Emily Brown, I guess she's probably Savannah's sister. I don't know for sure, but she had a good game with 5 points.
Yeah.
And the other recipient of our award didn't have so many points. She had 7, but Tyler Takatsu had 5 foul shots down the stretch, and that was very important, I think.
Yeah, I think she went 5 or 6 from the line. Dick.
Yeah, in a close game. That was very
absolutely.
Crucial. So it was a 41-37 Gardiner game, and a well-played game out there, too. Good officiating, well played.
Yeah, nice to see a good old-fashioned Donnybrook-style game here with teams digging in, contesting every single possession of the game.
And a full gym.
Full gym. And they had to open the doors. It got hot in here. When you open the doors in Johnny Bagoli Gymnasium in December, it means because you got a big crowd in here. So we're happy to be. You can tell the excitement of us being back here with no masks on, kids playing ball, and it all going well. And it certainly was a game that lived up to its hype. They don't always do, and certainly the Gardiner Tigers know that they have a tough opponent in Lawrence. So I said, hey, listen, you got to be able to talk to your team about losing. So Coach Chesley's going to say, hey, listen, just like last year, don't worry about this game. Put it behind. Let's get better. We know how to play them. Hey, we just need to get a few more points. Find a way for a few more points. We get this team. So I'm sure that's exactly what Greg will do with his team. He's a terrific coach.
I think another key point, Bob, was when Lawrence did get into that full court press, they brought Lizzie up mid-court to get that ball and save the guys from getting caught down there.
Exactly right. And the benefit there is Lizzie, of course, can go right up over the top of any press with the ball. So good game for the Tigers, good game for us. We're glad you joined us here on Munson Media. We're going to announce our players of the game. We want to thank Caps's Pizza as well as Northeast Nutrition and Energy sponsoring players of the game. The Capsa Pizza player of the game, Lizzie Gruber. She comes off with 20 points. And as Dick said, I couldn't count them all, but she had a bushel full of rebounds in double digits, a double-double for Lizzie Gruber here tonight. And our Northeast Nutrition high-energy player of the game was the other counterpart underneath to Lizzie. It's Taylor Takatsu doing the job on the boards. Dick related 5 out of 6, some big free throws down the stretch. And also, she made some beautiful assists inside for some layups for Lizzie Gruber during the course of the game. She's a terrific passer, and they complement each other so well.
Yes.
And so congratulations to those two ladies. Congratulations to Coach Mike Gray and his coaching staff, and the Gardiner Tigers as they get the win here tonight. Our next game, as you see, will be here on Friday night, storm willing, as Lincoln Academy will be coming up. Stay tuned on social media. That's the place to go. The Gardiner Tigers Athletic Facebook page will let you know if that game has to get postponed, moved, or whatever happens. And but that's our next scheduled game, and that's if they're here, we're here. And we look forward to seeing the boys in action. So that's going to wrap it up for Dick Layton. You heard him on the halftime post-game show, brought to you by the Gardiner All Sports Boosters Club. Gary Verhill, Owen Munzing, Chris Wheeler. I'm Rob Munzing. Good night, everybody, from Munzing Media.